Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing both a January favorites and an overall 2023 makeup favorites. I was debating on doing that because I just tested out so much makeup last year that I feel like I haven't had a hold on some categories. Like for example, concealer. I went from only ever using the Tarte Shape Tape to trying out 7 new concealers last year, so I couldn't get a grip on which one I like the most. But yeah, I still kind of want to talk about my 2023 favorites. I know it's February, but still. So if you watched my recent lip video, I was talking about how much I love some of them, and they are these two. The Kosas Wet Stick and then the Too Faced Kissing Jelly Gloss. I'm not going to go into too much detail because I went to so much detail in that video, but I just love this as an everyday lipstick slash lip balm. This is the one lipstick and maybe only lipstick you'll see me wearing like on an everyday basis, but I'm still not wearing it every day because it's too expensive to wear every day. But again, if you want to see more details, then go check out that video along with the Too Faced Kissing Jelly Gloss. See, look at that. Look how that looks so used up. Yeah, I used it like 4 times and I do not use lip gloss. And the fact that I'm using up this lip gloss this fast, that's just a big turnoff. Yet I love it though, even though that's expensive, $22 for that. It's just a very unique formula. My lips feel good when it dries off. Even after I wipe it off. I put this on yesterday because my lips were really cracked and I wanted to see how it would work. But then 20 minutes later I needed to eat and I wiped it off, and even when I wiped it off, my lips felt nice and moisturized. It just gives a different feeling on my lips. So yeah, this is more like because it's unique. I don't like gloss, but I like the formula, and then I love this for an everyday. Next, we have 2 brushes. I have been loving these this whole month. This concealer brush from BK's Hot and Flashy number A506. This has been such a game changer for my concealer. Putting on concealer has always been so messy for me because I use a damp sponge. So you know, I'm pressing the sponge in and like it doesn't get perfectly in between my eyes here. And I dip the damp sponge into powder and it gets all messy, and then the powder gets everywhere on my face. Like it's just not an enjoyable experience for me. But this, since it's so, why do I want to say accurate? Since it's so accurate, I guess, it makes it so much easier to put on concealer and then dip into powder and put that on. Like this has been such a game changer. And then same with the Hourglass. I don't know, there's a number on this. It's just the ANGOOL one. Again, I got it because I always see Ali using this in her makeup videos. I keep forgetting her last name, but I've only been using sponges. I never thought I would be converted back to using a brush for my foundation, and I just love using this. It just feels nice. It feels easy, even though it does take longer to work in my foundation with a brush versus a sponge. And I honestly thought I would be scared that this would absorb more than a sponge because I just feel like it would just soak all the way in there. It's actually really easy to wash, and I feel like it absorbs just a tiny bit less than the sponge. These 2 brushes I've been loving so much this month. Okay, and the last makeup product I've been loving in January is the About Face foundation. I know I've only used it once, but if you check out my last video, you can see more into it and how much I loved it. I used it again today. I made sure to try it in the bathroom because usually the bright lights make any foundation look like my skin color. I personally thought the Haus Labs foundation was my exact skin shade, but then when I used it in the bathroom, I was like, ooh, it's a little bit darker, and I feel like it kind of oxidized just a tiny bit. And then when I tried this on today in the bathroom, I was like, no, this is my exact shade. It's light. I feel like it's covering my redness. I don't really see it. I just put this and then concealer. It looks very nice and glowy and healthy. I don't know what to say yet about this whenever I start breaking out again. Again, since it's not full coverage, I know it's gonna be harder to work with, but I feel like since my skin is really good right now, it's making this look good too. Right now it's a January favorite. I don't know if it's gonna travel all the way down to a yearly favorite, but we'll see. Okay, next let's go into skincare, and the reason my skin has been doing so good this month is because of this blue Tansy face oil from the Yellowbird. So I was cleaning out my bathroom and I found my Sunday Riley Luna Sleepy Night Oil. I stopped using this because there is a coconut ingredient in this and that always breaks up my skin. But when I first used that, oh my gosh, it cleared up my acne. When I found it when I was cleaning it out, I was like, I wonder if there's a blue Tansy face oil that's just blue Tansy and doesn't have coconut. So I found this. My skin hasn't been this clear in so long. It has been balancing my oil production. My acne is tame. So yeah, it's been a while since I've loved a new skincare product, but this has been just making me so happy. It's been clearing my skin. It's been giving me one smooth feel to my skin. I don't know. It's simple. It's just a bunch of oils. I don't think there's anything in this other than a few face oils. If you want to try a cheaper version of Luna, but it doesn't have retinol, then you should definitely try this. Okay, now these last few products aren't really January favorites. They're more current favorites. I've been using a bunch of these since like October, November. So next up we have these two products from Lush. We have Lush Mimosa. Again, when this came out, I think this came out in like September, October. It's always the limited edition ones. This smells so good. Like I catch my husband stealing this. I told him that we need to keep this for like when we deserve it. You know, if I had a really good workout day or hot yoga class, I'm like, okay, I feel like I can deserve to use it today, and I keep it upside down. And there's one time I caught it upright and I was like, babe, I told you don't use the Mimosa body wash, and he's like, I didn't. And I was like, I know you did because I keep it upside down. He was like, We both love this smell. It's so fresh, it's so orangey. I really hope Lush brings this back. And then now this Sweet Wild Orange hand balm. So I got this back in November. Usually I'm not swayed when people are standing outside and they're like, here, try this new hand balm, new soap, whatever. Like usually when I go into Lush, it's usually because I'm there to buy my shampoo or my body wash. But when the lady outside was like, here, try this on, and she rubbed it on my hand, oh my gosh, I could not stop smelling my hand. It just smells like the most fresh, natural orange juice. Like I really wish you could smell it. But it sucks because a lot of my favorite scents are from Lush, but since they're more natural, the scent doesn't stay on your skin. So I can smell on my hand for about 10 seconds and that's it. And it's so annoying because I wish it could stay on longer, but it's kind of like a catch-22 because usually when something stays on your skin longer, like a perfume, it's because there's non-natural ingredients. Perfumes hurt my head, candles hurt my head. So usually the longer you can stay on my skin, the more it's gonna hurt my head. I wish I could have this longer on my skin. It's just annoying that it doesn't stay on as long as I want. Okay, next favorite this month is actually these sports bras I got from Amazon. I'm wearing the black one right now. I can probably show you this one because they do show a little nip, but I just wanted more sports bra for hot yoga. So it's not a big deal that you can kind of see some nip because it's in a dark classroom. But I haven't even been loving this for hot yoga. I've been loving this for daily life, which is crazy because I try to never wear bras. Like if I'm wearing a bra, I'm gonna go and use my New Way bras when I need to. But when I got this, I don't know where my favorite one is. It's blue-gray. I put the blue-gray one on, came home. I didn't feel the need to take it off. It's soft. It's not tight. I actually want to wear it, which is wild because I never thought I would be saying that about a bra. So I kind of don't want to wear these to class because I don't want to like damage them or anything because I'm washing my sports bras like crazy because of hot yoga. And I had one even snap on me the other day, and I actually want to like wear my blue-gray one wherever it is. I think it's the color. It also relaxes me, but I'm always wearing that bra. That's why it's hidden somewhere, probably inside a sweater. So yeah, they have the X in the back and it's adjustable. I haven't worn this red one yet, maybe like in Valentine's Day class. And it comes in a 3-pack, and I never thought I'd be saying that I love a sports bra and don't mind wearing it at home. So speaking of hot yoga, I don't know how people do it, but I cannot do hot yoga, have my sweaty bra and my sweaty leggings and just throw it in the washer. I can't afford spending $4 just to wash it right after yoga class. So it sits in the laundry. These are all very sweaty clothes, and even after I wash them, they still smell. I've tried soaking my clothes after a hot yoga class in the bath, so it immediately goes from sweaty to washed, and even then, there's still a smell to it until I found this. Yes, I have detergent in my favorites. This Rockin green laundry detergent. It's vegan, it's cruelty free, and I specifically got this one. We have very hard water here in San Diego. So yeah, this has been perfect. There is absolutely no smell. After I'm done with the laundry, I smell my sports bras and my shorts. There's no smell. There's no fragrance. I don't really like fragrance in detergent anyways. That also hurts my head. This has been just perfect for my hot yoga clothes. Okay, so this next product I actually got in summer last year, and I kept wanting to put it in a favorite. So I don't know if I'm going through menopause in my 30s or something. Or maybe something changed in my body, because for the past 3, maybe 4 years now, I wake up in night sweats. Like even with the fan on, even with no blanket on me, not wearing anything, I'm still waking up like I'm going through menopause and I'm sweating. You know, I probably should talk to my doctor about it, but I just haven't. Anyway, so yeah, I've been going through that for a few years until I got this cooling blanket, and it works. I'm not waking up with night sweats anymore. I haven't been using it because it's winter. My husband still gets very hot when he sleeps, and he's just been stealing this from me now. And I'm like, dang it, I should have gotten the queen size if we're both enjoying this cooling blanket. When I went to see my sister, I noticed she had one too. I'm like, girl, why didn't you tell me about it? And then when I went to visit my best friend, she had this gray one too. And I'm like, why are you all gatekeeping this blanket from me? You get really hot at night, you sweat at night. Definitely try a cooling blanket. Okay, and the last favorite for this month, TikTok. TikTok got me. I don't know about you, I feel like a lot of us have the same annoying ads. Those Hara pants keep coming up. And then this one, an air purifier. That's all that's been spamming me. And I caved and got one. She is small, but she works. We keep her in the bedroom. My husband wasn't home when I got it, but I told him, I was like, I caved and got an air purifier. And I could tell he was excited. He loves like little stuff like this. You would need another one if you want to put one in your living room. It's small, it's light, it's quiet, and it does make a difference because we keep our bedroom door closed during the day. And you can not smell, but you can feel how much more fresh the air is in the room. Oh, wait, no, actually no. It wasn't TikTok that convinced me. TikTok spammed the crap out of this purifier, but I didn't give in. It was actually when I went to someone's house. I was in their kid's bedroom, like in their baby bedroom, and I was like, how does the air in your baby's bedroom feel so fresh and good and clean? The guy was like, oh, it's our air purifier. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I guess these things work. So I caved and got one. I'm glad I did. Okay, I'm gonna put on a different outfit just so it's more obvious that I'm talking about my 2023 favorites now instead of my current favorites. Okay, so we are gonna go down the makeup line. Primer. Yes, I know everyone's been loving this primer, but I have two. I know I always say like I love my silicone primers. I just love the feel. I love feeling that they're getting into my pores. But for some reason this year, this is what I've been grabbing and gravitating to. It could also be because I like using my cheaper makeup products for makeup videos because I don't want to waste the more expensive ones. But at the same time, like, I actually like using this. So yeah, this has been my favorite primer for 2023. Okay, foundation. Haus Labs. Again, I keep forgetting if it's marketed as full coverage because I don't think it is, but it feels and looks full coverage to me. It's just soft. I like that it's watery. My sponges don't like that it's watery because it just soaks all the way in. So it is harder to wash my sponges with this foundation. It's just a beautiful foundation. It's not really thick. It's not shiny, which I prefer because I am oily, but for some reason I do like the glow from About Face because the glow from About Face isn't really shiny or greasy glow. It just looks like a glow. Again, that's what I have on my face right now. My favorite foundation of all of 2023, definitely Haus Labs. I got a few eyeshadow palettes in 2023, but honestly none of them have been a favorite. I mean, I tried the Etherealized palette from Makeup by Mario, but it was okay. I don't see the hype. I kind of wish I tried Patrick Ta's palette versus that, but these eyeshadow sticks from Julep Beauty I've been loving. I tried it for the first time in my Crème-to-Powder video, and after being in love with these so much, I was like, okay, I should try eyeshadow sticks more. So I bought so much more this year. None of them lived up to the Julep Beauty. I was just like, it's such a simple concept. It's an eyeshadow stick, yet none of them compare to the Julep Beauty one. The Rare Beauty one, no. A lot of the problems with the ones I don't like, it's because they're kind of tuggy and they don't really melt onto your eye. The Rare Beauty one has that problem. The R.E.M. Beauty has that problem. Nude Stix has that problem. And the pigment is just not there for these three. Like, there's no pigment. And I'm like, what am I getting here? What I have been getting some pigment from is the Milani one. I haven't tested this out enough. I still prefer the Julep one over this, but at least this one has pigment compared to these more expensive ones. And the e.l.f. one, I got the shade Champagne Crystal. There's barely any pigment in this. And yeah, it just doesn't work well. It just doesn't melt well. I don't know why I want to say it looks ugly, but when I put it on my eyes, I was like, ooh, that looks ugly. So yeah, Julep has been winning last year when it comes to eyeshadows for me. I've heard that the Galactic one's really good, so I might try those next. And sticking with eyes, my One Size eyeliner. Hands down, the best eyeliner last year. Probably still being the best eyeliner this year for me. And probably the next upcoming years. I brought this up a few times in a lot of videos, and I have been testing this out because I was shocked when I used this in hot yoga class and it didn't bleed. It still looks so good afterwards. I've been testing out so many eyeliners. I don't know why I've been putting off uploading that video. I think because I spent all that time and sweat for that video, and in conclusion, it didn't go well. But yeah, we'll see if I eventually upload that video. Same with the liquid one, is the One Size liquid liner. Again, this is kind of why I didn't want to do 2023 favorites, because there are a few products in this video where I've only used once or twice and I've been in love with, but I feel like I can't fully say if they're good since I haven't tried them long term. So speaking of something like that, it's the R.E.M eyeliner. I've only tried it 2 or 3 times. I've loved it. It's so easy to draw on your eyeliner with this for some reason. And the reason I'm still not confident about fully putting this in the favorites is because I haven't tested out for a full day wear. Since it's cold, like my lids don't get as greasy, so I can't tell how well this will wear. I have to kind of try it in summer because the One Size is one of the rare eyeliners where it doesn't transfer on my greasy lids. R.E.M is a favorite. It's just easy to work with. I love it. It's black, but I still want to test it out some more to see if it does eventually transfer. And if it doesn't transfer, then I would honestly say I love this more than the One Size. So for sponges, since this is what I use for everything, foundation, concealer, blush, I got a lot last year. I bought so many damn sponges, and you think they would all work the same, but no, they are so different. But you want to know which one my favorite is? It's actually the cheapest one out of all of these, and it's the Wet n Wild sponge. So this one, as you can see, has the biggest, why do I want to say pores? Sure, let's say pores. Like, yeah, it has the most pores. Spores? Spores are for like mushrooms, right? Okay, look, compare it to the XO Beauty one. This one is the softest out of all the sponges. Like, oh my gosh, it feels like butter. But as you can see, you cannot see any holes, any pores. And then this, you can see all of them. So you would think, oh, this soaks up the most foundation out of all of them. And it doesn't actually. And it's the easiest to wash because of the big pores, since it's easier to like get out. Oh my gosh, there's so many. But yeah, like I tried all those and my favorite's the cheapest one. Wet n Wild. Okay, so for concealer, I cannot safely put in a 2023 favorites because I have gone from using only Tarte Shape Tape for years to buying the most concealers I've ever gotten. So again, I haven't had a good enough time to test out all of these. For a conclusion, I mean, the closest of what I think would be my favorite if I tried it more is the Hourglass one. But I do remember that one video with creasing, but it could have been the powder. I just haven't tested this out again to make sure that it was the powder and not the concealer that gave me the creasing. Out of all my new ones, I have tried Tower 28 the most, and I do not like it. I feel like it covers up the least out of all of them. I know everyone's been raving about it. I feel like it's probably because they don't have really dark under eye circles, because this has horrible coverage. Yes, it's very serum-y and it feels nice. It feels more like skincare, but no, this is not it when it comes to coverage. I still have a lot more to get through and really try out this year before I can safely put in a concealer for this year. So bronzer is another group that I've tried so much of this year. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot to bring that up for the January 2023 favorites. Let me talk about that first. So I tried out this Colourpop Bronze Stix in the shade La Jolla Cove. It's gonna be in my video I'm posting after this. This is definitely in my January favorites. I loved it. It blended out so well. And it was nice and creamy. The shade is perfect. So because of this, I was like, you know what? I still haven't tried out my Rare Beauty Bronze Stick. And I was like, what if I just love this so much because this is my first bronze stick? And what if it's okay compared to the rest? Because I haven't experimented with much. But when I tried this on today, I was like, no. First, I don't like the shade. It's a little bit too gray. This is in the shade Bright Side, and it doesn't blend out as well as the Colourpop one. So yeah, this is definitely in my January favorites. But sticking to bronzers for 2023, I have tried so many new bronzers. I'm not a bronzer girl, so it's not really something I wanted to experiment with. It started because of the Makeup by Mario one and me hating this, the skin enhancer. I was like, okay, maybe there is something better than this. I got the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer last year. I got the Give Toast-In Cream Contour and Powder Bronzer Duo. And then I got the Hourglass Bronzer, Diffused Bronze Light. So even though I actually really love these, I was quick to be like, you know what? I wouldn't mind throwing these away. As soon as I tried this on for the first time, I was ready to let these guys go. I was like, if I only had to have one bronzer for the rest of my life, it was this. And I only used this once. So again, this is why I was kind of iffy about doing a 2023, because of products like this where I used once and I'm like, okay, what if the second and third time I use it, I'm not gonna love it. But the fact that I used this once and immediately wanted to throw away my other bronzers just to keep this, I was like, okay, that has to mean something. I'm definitely gonna be using this more this year. But yeah, if I had to pick a favorite bronzer for last year, even only using it once, it would be the Hourglass one. Highlight, Rare Beauty Exhilarate, duh, I've used this so many times. I've raved about this so many times. This is the most gorgeous highlighter ever, seriously. This is kind of the same vibe as the Hourglass where I'm willing to throw away all my other powder highlighters. I say powder because my other favorite highlighter is the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty wand. If I had to throw away all my other powder highlighters, I would just keep this. This is like something I was really, really in love with in 2023 and obviously still in love with now, but yeah, best highlighter for 2023. So blush was hard, just like concealers. I just hoarded so many blushes at once that I didn't get to experiment and test out all of them. And even though they're all kind of new to me, I still have my favorites, and it's hard because this is something I couldn't just choose for the year, and I have 4. So powder, I mean, duh. Don't know why I was so late to the game with Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk, because again, yes, I think it's probably because it's expensive and I never was into blush, so I was like, why do I need that? But when I got it, I was just like, oh my gosh, this, I'm gonna be honest, don't come for me, don't get mad, but I'm kind of waiting for the liquid and cream blush trend to die down. I know some people love it, people with drier skin, more mature skin, but personally for me, it's way too messy. I just don't like the look of it or having to work with it compared to powder blushes. You know, I just have to swirl it in, go like this, and then be done. But with the liquid blush, like, there's so much pressure for me because if one tiny bit gets out or like you put a little bit too much, it's so hard to work with. But this, you can easily like just work it away if you put too much. But with liquid blush, like, you kind of have to be careful around it. So yeah, I'm kind of waiting for that trend to go away. I know it'll probably be a few years, but hey, I have to admit there have been cream blushes that I like. This is hard because I have 3. Danessa Myricks, Honest Beauty, and then Tower 28. Tower 28, I love this color. This is in the shade Rush Hour. This is my favorite peach out of all the peaches I've tried. I've tried a peach from Makeup by Mario. I know I tried a few peaches from other brands, but I returned them. But yeah, this is the only peach I really, really like. It actually looks peach. It's just so bright and summery, and I love the packaging. Out of all my blushes, I just want to grab this one because of the packaging. It looks cute. It looks young and girly, but not too much. It's not like childlike. The packaging's so cute. It just feels fun. It just makes me want to grab it. So packaging does play a big role, which is funny because my next favorite one is my least favorite packaging, and it's from Danessa Myricks. This is in the shade Rosé and Brunch. This is the most unique blush I've ever tried. If you want to watch more about it, I use this in my cream to powder video, and it's just so unique. Like, you blend it in, it's all creamy, and then like it really softens and blurs. I think it does say in there somewhere, like, it does say it's blurring. It's just so unique. For some reason, like, it's fun to work with. I didn't think I'd be saying that about a blush, and that's what I have on. I'm not a blush girl, so like, it's not as obvious. I mean, you can see I have something on my cheeks. And it's so funny because this is the opposite. It makes me not want to grab it because of the packaging. This looks more like something that would be on my mom's vanity. I don't know if it's because of the gold, but it looks like for a mature woman. And this is more, not teenage, but you know, a younger woman. And then this third one is like in the middle. She's mature. Maybe it's the color that makes her look really young. But again, this is Honest Beauty in the shade Peony Pink. I feel like she's a good balance between mom and daughter. Let's say this is mom, and let's say this is younger daughter, and this is older daughter. Okay, and speaking of blushes, I had to bring up this blush brush from KVD, number 25. I'm so glad I watched that video from Andrea Ali. I love her videos. She was just talking about how this is her favorite, one of her favorite blush brushes. It's not being sold anymore, so I got on eBay. I have no idea if it's a fake or not. I tried to make sure I looked for a genuine one, but even if it's not a genuine one, it's amazing. Again, because I have such a hard time working with liquid and cream blushes, I have bought like 5 different brushes and sponges to work with them, and this is the only one that like really truly works and helps. It fits perfectly. This is a big reason I don't like liquid and cream blushes, because with a powder blush, it kind of like stops here. But with liquid and cream blushes, they just start creeping and creeping and creeping here, and then they also get up into my eye, like even when you put a tiny bit amount. And that's why I like powder more, because you can balance it out. And I'm like, who blushes here? No one's blushing all the way up here. Like when you blush, it's like here. I get it. Some people are like saying they don't want their face to look rounder, so they don't just put it here. It's kind of a pet peeve of mine, like when people put blush right here. But it's hard not to with liquid blushes because they just keep bleeding everywhere. Anyways, my point is, if you were like me and have a hard time working with cream and liquid blushes, then definitely try this KVD number 25 blush brush. I think that's it. Oh, for 2023, I made 2 videos just testing out nude lipsticks. I bought so much nude lipstick. I wanted to like scrap my old nude lipsticks, even though I only had 2, and like start from scratch. And out of all of them, my favorite one is the Urban Decay one in the shade Oat Milk. That's what I'm wearing right now. Like I feel like out of all the ones I tried, this one suits me the most. And again, I love the name. So yeah, if I had to take only one product from Urban Decay, it would be Oat Milk. So my favorite lipstick of 2023. I could also say the Makeup by Mary one, but something, I don't know what it is with the Makeup by Mary, even though I've been loving it, even though it feels amazing and it's moisturizing, I think I'm more into pigment versus moisturizing, because when it comes to pigment, it's not my favorite. It's a very nice, subtle, beautiful pigment. I didn't feel the urge to put it in an overall favorite lipstick for 2023. Yeah, it was just this one that came to my mind. The nude lipstick I was wearing earlier is the one from Live Tinted in the shade Outspoken. This one I love too. It's because of the shade why I'm not putting it in my favorites, because I'm not a fan of that nude. But this has the most unique liquid lipstick formula ever. Like something about it. You just have to try it to know what I'm saying, because it feels so nice when you rub your lips together. I really don't know how to explain it. It's very unique. And again, even though that formula is so fun, it's mostly the shade why I'm not bringing it into a 2023 favorites. I think I covered everything. Mascara, do I want to say mark my words, because this might bite me in the ass, but I don't think I'm ever gonna have mascara in like a yearly favorites or like overall favorites, because I don't like mascara. They all look the same to me. They're black liquid you put on your lashes, and I don't ever use them when I go out. I only use eyeliner, so yeah, I don't think you're ever gonna see mascara when it comes to a yearly favorites. I did mention in my last current favorites that the NYX Micro Brow pencil is my favorite. Still is. But yeah, that's it. I think I covered everything. I hope you guys enjoyed both my January favorites and my overall 2023 makeup favorites. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.